Barbara. Barbara, you want a cookie, girl? It's one of Robert's supporters, girl. Shake me loose. Shake me loose, Barbara. Shake me loose. I know y'all like me, though. I ain't even mad at you. I would like me, too. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a clue what you talking about. And you do, Barbara. And you know Barbara, girl. You know, don't you? Tell me, when she gonna get them federal and state charges? When she gonna get them, Barbara? When, Barbara? Tell me in the comments. When she gonna get the damn charges, huh? She said not all the true supporters are Romeca fans, which is shocking to me. Oh, not all of them are? Listen, when she gonna get the charges, Barbara? Don't block Barbara. Don't block Barbara. Barbara know not what she Barbara, when she gonna get the federal and the state charges? When she gonna and what she gonna get federal for? What she do federally? Barbara! Barbara! How Barbara gonna come on here and say something, then she don't want to say nothing to me no more? Ah, these people, I tell you. Tell you. Somebody said, Barbara, take your fake holy ass somewhere. OMG. She said Barbara is irritating. Barbara always popping up somewhere, ain't she? Anyway, she said Carlos was mad for this girl moving on. Hold on. Moving on and spending the weekend with another man. Please stop, lady. I am not a fan. I have morals and would never do what Cardasia did for a man. Oh, girl. So Carlos was mad. You said Carlos was mad for Romeca moving on, but Romeca pulled up on Carlos. Okay. So please stop, lady. I am not a fan. So Carlos was mad, right? Tanya or Tayetta. Carlos was mad because she spent the weekend with another man, right? But Romeca pulled up on him and another woman spending the weekend with him. Does that make sense? But Carlos mad though. So why Carlos didn't pull up to her house with another man? Why did she pull up to Carlos' spot with another woman? Why did it flip then? Tell me, please. Let me understand your rationale. I'm here to listen, but you got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense. So which one is it? Was Carlos mad that she moved on? She moved on, but she pulled up. Okay, what she pull up for? What was the reason why she pulled up? See, they come over here and say things like that, and then they don't know how to follow up with it because it's said out loud, and then they realize how dumb and stupid that they actually sound. You understand what I'm saying? So now she can't even say nothing else because I read it out loud, and she like, oh shit, that shit don't make no sense to it. Oh, fuck, damn. I thought it made sense. When I typed it, it did, but it don't even make sense no more. So goddamn, let me just go on and dip up out of here with my church finger up in the air. See, she don't even want to say nothing else because she sees just how dumb it sounds. But then get mad at me because I call you dumb. You write something that sounds foolish, right? And then when I read it out loud to you, you're like, oh, fuck, that do sound foolish, don't it? Oh, yeah, goddamn. I ain't realize I sound that stupid shit. Damn, now I can't even say that. I'm embarrassed as fuck. Let me go change my name on my profile. Like, she can't say shit else. Can't say shit else because she sound dumb. She typed that shit, it came out, and then somebody else read it, and she like, oh shit, I ain't mean to say it like that. What I meant to say was, what had happened was, girl, stop. Stop. Oh, wait a minute, here she goes. She typed some more shit. Let's go. He didn't know where she lived, and none of us have proof she pulled up on, Lord Jesus. None of us have proof. She said none of us have proof that she pulled up on him, as that is her child's school and she was doing a U-turn. However, we do know she got KI'd. I'm not embarrassed. Okay, so she ain't pull up. So how the fuck did she get out the car? How she get out the car? So everybody that busts a U-turn, just get out their car. I want y'all to do that the next time y'all driving. I want you to bust a U-turn and get out. Who gets out after busting a U-turn? Who? Have you ever just got out your car after you bust a U-turn? Because if you have, I need to know why. Who busts a U-turn and end up on the outside of their car? We don't know that she pulled up, but she got out. Who does that? She busted a U-turn and got out the car, and oh my goodness, she just all of a sudden had a conversation with her baby daddy that she don't want to be with no more. That she left. Did he say, come here, baby mama? Huh? So, okay, let's go with your theory. She busted a U-turn, and when she was turning, the car threw her on the outside. So she got out, okay? She got out the damn car, and then the wind blew her over there by Holly, and they started having an argument, and then a little bird came and tapped on her shoulder and said, hit her. Hit her. So she just hit her. Is that what happened? She busted a U-turn and flew out the window. We don't know who pulled up. She was just busting a U-turn. And she just ended up right there. And God told her to step out and say hello. Okay, girl. Who next? I'm going to dissect all y'all weird ass claims. Give them here. Give them here. Who else got a conspiracy theory? Oh, let me see what April said. She still didn't have a right to unalive Romeca. Holly was the only threat. She was the one with a pistol. Well, obviously she wasn't a threat because Romeca didn't stop. She didn't stop. She kept going. So obviously that pistol was not a threat. It wasn't no threat. She didn't have to unalive Romeca. Romeca didn't have to get out of her car. Romeca didn't have to pull up on her. How about that? Because guess what? If Romeca wouldn't have never stopped, then guess what? It wouldn't have been no threat. It wouldn't have been no threat. It wouldn't have been no threat. Romeca stopped. She stopped, okay? When you showed the video of her ringing the doorbell was at his house, she showed the restaurant, Sharks is the same restaurant on the corner where she passed away. Oh, yeah, that's what I heard too. So, but she showed up at his house, but then the girl, the one that said that she busted a U-turn and flew out the window, didn't she say that Romeca had moved on and she was with a whole nother man and she wasn't sweating Carlos and Carlos was just sweating her? But she ended up where Carlos was. Oh, okay, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay, we don't know who pulled up. Okay, well, the cops do. It's on recording, baby. The cops know who pulled up. The cops know if she pulled up and flew out the window when she bust that U-turn, okay? The cops know. The police camera know how she got out that goddamn car. If the wind blew her out or if she just magically got out, they know, okay? The camera know. Stop playing. Amore with the shits tonight. Bring your ass over here. You will be... I am with the shits tonight because they want to come with the conspiracy theories. I am for it with the, with the weird shit. If they want to say the weird shit, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read the weird shit. Let's go. Hey, it's funny to me because, we don't know for a fact if she pulled up. Okay. She was just busting a U-turn. It was her son's school. And she was just busting a U-turn and she just ended up right there. And they said, come here. Let me talk to you for a minute. I just want to ask you a question. They just want to ask her a question, right? She said, you can look at her car and see she pulled up. Hey, me and you can, but some of these people can't, honey. They just think she busted a U-turn and fell out. Fell out the car. And just fell out the car. She fell out the car. Some of these people are just, they don't use it. And then they get mad when I say their elevator don't go all the way up. Don't be mad at me when I say your elevator don't go all the way up. Stop talking foolish. Holly was parked. Romeca was double parked in the street, but she didn't pull up. Didn't anybody graduate? Lola, no. Their elevator don't go all the way up. They elevator don't go all the way up. She said, Amora is with the shits tonight, but also put the truth with it. I'm done. Hey, self-love. Self-love. They the one is doing this bullshit. Okay? They doing it to themselves. Now, they accuse me of doing it tomorrow. Watch. She just insulted us. Well, because you insulted yourself. For real. You got to think about it. You have to think. Like, they so not want to say what really happened, right? We wasn't there, but we do know. We're not dumb, is what I'm trying to say. We have to use our common sense. And if you're not going to use your common sense, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you use your common sense. Not all their conspiracies are proven wrong. They want to say it don't matter. She didn't have to kill her. Yes, she did. Romeca had a death wish. Sorry. You know, I'm not going to say that she had to unalive her. But what I am going to say is, in my opinion, and lined up with the law, she was protecting herself and her baby. So when you ask that question, did Holly have to kill her? My question will always be, did Romeca have to stop? So if Romeca wouldn't have stopped, we wouldn't even be at this day. So until they tell me why Romeca thought it was okay to jump out the car and break the law and attack somebody that she wasn't even supposed to be around, then I don't want to even talk about all that other stuff. Because she broke the law. She was not supposed to be there. I said that today that she don't have to stop. She's sitting in the street. Yes, she didn't have to stop. She could have kept her ass going. She didn't want to be with him no way, so they say. She already had a man, so what she jump out for? What she jump out of the car for? She should have kept it going. If she was on her way to RN school or she was about to be, and let me tell you something. I ain't gonna say. I was gonna say something and it's not true. I was gonna say, no, I ain't gonna say it because it's not true. Because some professional people do stupid shit too. So I ain't gonna say that. They said she was going to school. Then they said she was going to work. Either way, it didn't matter. Exactly. And then somebody said she had her work clothes on. Okay. And she started some shit on her way to work. If she had her work clothes on, I don't know where she was on her way to school at. I don't even see how it was important. Right? Wherever she was on her way to, she did a detour. She stopped when she shouldn't have. She stopped when she shouldn't have. She said, yeah, her family lied. No RN in training act like that. She act like she have nothing to lose. You know, I was going to say something similar to that, but then I changed my mind because professional people do make bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't say that. I was going to say something similar, but then I don't want to sound like the people that's coming over in my comments. So, you know, I digressed and said I ain't going to say that because professional people do make bad decisions, you know? If Romeca was truly moving on from Carlos, she would have been leveling up and leaving him in the wind. The best get back is leveling up. It is. It absolutely is. That's why they can't sell me with that. She didn't care nothing about him. Carlos was jealous of her and this, that, and the other. Well, if Carlos was jealous, guess what? He wasn't jealous that day. He spent a weekend with somebody else. He had a whole nother poutine that he was in. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't jealous that day. Now, if you want to say he was jealous the day before, okay, but he wasn't jealous that day. He already had a whole nother boo that he was with. He wasn't jealous that he was not checking for Romeca that day. Romeca was checking for him. Period. I had my police uniform on when I was 25 and went to somebody's house when I shouldn't have. Thank God I used wisdom. Anyway, what the fuck her clothes got to do with it? It ain't got shit to do with anything. Her clothes ain't got shit to do with nothing. She said, scary people make bad decisions. Well, then, were you trying to say that she was scary? Are you trying to say Romeca was scary when she got in that car? Because you said scary people make bad decisions. Are you trying to say her decision wasn't a bad one? It damn sure wasn't a good one. She said, and he was just with Romeca the week before. What's your point? My point is, he wasn't with her that day. She pulled up that day. That's my point. Did you not understand that? Even if he was with Romeca last week, it wasn't her weekend. So why she stopped? So why she stopped? Young Fung, what she stopped for? So that's my point. My point was he didn't call for her that day. So what she stopped for? Huh? What she stopped for? He didn't call for her. It wasn't her time. So what's your point? If he slept with Romeca the week before, what's your point? It wasn't her weekend. It wasn't her weekend. So what's your point? She still stopped no matter what when she wasn't supposed to. In my profession, I am required to follow all state and federal laws, or I can be stripped of my credentials. Yeah, most people should follow the law, but some of them don't. A lot of people don't. I bet when these police saw her phone and saw what she said, I know they were like, damn, one lost soul. And then they get mad at us because we just call a spade over here. They want us to be emotionally distraught like them. We're not emotionally distraught. We just looking at it for what it is. Drew said, I really like your content. It's about facts and the law. Exactly. That's all, Drew. And thank you for being here. That's all it's about. It ain't about all this other fluff or conspiracy theories and all this bullshit. It's not about that. It's not about who looked better. It's not about, none of that bullshit. Her hair was better. Her lips was better. Her body was better. It ain't about none of that. What she wore, if she wear name brand clothes or not, it ain't about none of that. It was about Romeca made a bad decision that morning, and she pulled up on two people that was not checking for her that morning. Now, whether they was checking for her yesterday, the day before that was that day. But the day that they pulled up on her that day, they were not checking for her. She was checking for them. And she broke the law. That's what happened. That's what happened. How was he with Romeca when he don't have her phone number or address? Stop lying, child. They probably saying stuff like that because they probably think Holly is listening, and if they still together, which I don't know or care. They like to put stuff in the atmosphere. A lot of these people love division. You have to understand that they love division. They would love to see, them break up and the kids not like each other or whatever the case may be. I seen somebody say that Carlos shouldn't even be around his son. So he should stay around the family that love kicking doors in. Oh, okay. Make any goddamn sense. The fuck? Shit. She said, Holly stood on business, period. She said, I'm not a fighter, neither am I a killer. I'm going to protect myself. Okay, Octavia. But the fact that you said that, Octavia, they'll probably say you a killer, honey. They tell me just because I said Holly had the right to defend herself and her baby, honey. They said God, Jehovah gonna get me, honey. I was told Jehovah gonna deal with me. Well, hell, he gonna deal with me and you. So I ain't mad. I ain't mad at Jehovah. I ain't scared of Jehovah. I mean, I am. I'm scared of him like how I supposed to be scared of. I wouldn't tempt him or anything like that. But Jehovah gonna deal with me just like he gonna deal with your delusions. Jehovah gonna be like, I gave you a brain and you ain't use it. Come here, let me knock you upside your head.
Let's keep the conversation going down in the comments, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel and Loud Talkers. Y'all make sure y'all keep it loud out there in these streets. Until next time, bye-bye.